Midjourney has been over social media.
Midjourney.
Okay, one of the most impressive platforms for generative art is Midjourney.
And all you have to do is give it a simple prompt and it will output some really amazing and hyper-realistic photos.
But is it worth paying for? What are the pros and cons? I've been using Midjourney for half a year now, and here's what you need to know. On the positive side, Midjourney is the most accessible AI image generation model I've seen. Everything is done inside the Discord instant messenger server, and the interface is super simple and intuitive to navigate. There's no extra setup or installation on your end. You just have to sign up for a subscription and everything just works. All the updates and new features are handled on Midjourney's end, so you don't have to do anything to use them. Its main competitor is Stable Diffusion, which requires some extra setup on their end. The interface is not as simple to navigate. You have to download the models manually yourself. You also have to download plugins and extensions and new features all on your own. There's also some extra setup required, like downloading extra plugins and working with code bases you might not be familiar with. While there's a lot of tutorials for that, just downloading and reinstalling everything when a new update comes out can be kind of a hassle. If you want to just get things up and running, then Midjourney is better for you. I know DALL-E 2 is also a competitor, but no one hardly uses it, so I won't talk about it. Another thing is that Midjourney handles all of the computation, so all the GPU resources are coming from Midjourney servers themselves. You don't have to have any upfront investment in purchasing a GPU or a workstation or getting access to remote cloud computing resources for yourself. The images are also generated pretty quickly, in about 30 to 60 seconds. Another pro for Midjourney is that it generates the highest quality images out there. And now I know there's a lot of posts showing other AI models generating nice looking pictures, but the thing is, if you cherry pick images from any AI model, they're gonna look really good. What you don't see is all of the bad images generated and all of the time spent tuning those parameters to get the perfect looking images in those other models. If you consider the consistency, the speed, the ease of use, then Midjourney has everyone else beat in terms of image quality. Parallel to that is the high quality across a wide variety of image types, whether you want realistic images, portraits, anime style images, stickers, t-shirt designs, anything like that, splash art. Midjourney is going to generate high quality images for all of those things. It's very easy to swap between different styles. You just click on a couple buttons and it works. For other AI models like Stable Diffusion or Leonardo AI, you have to go and download different models if you want to maximize the quality. And like I said, it's more of a hassle to stay up to date with them. On the con side, the biggest con with Midjourney would be that it's not free. It's a $10 monthly subscription for the most basic plan. And the thing is, you don't get unlimited image generation. So you get about 200 image generations per month. And if you need more image generations, you have to pay for more GPU time or upgrade your plan to the $24 a month plan. If it's something that you're going to be using every day, then 200 image generations a month isn't going to be enough. Now, before you just go and write off Midjourney, it actually is reasonable for them to limit the amount of generations you have, because it takes computational resources on their end to generate those images, where for the other services like Stable Diffusion, you have to have your own GPU or buy your own GPU time. Now, whether $10 for 200 image generations is fair or not, I haven't done the math on that, but you're also paying for the quality, the updates, and the consistency of their software. Another disadvantage for Midjourney is the lack of new features compared to other platforms. Now, Midjourney is closed source, which means only the developers have access to the code base itself, whereas for something like Stable Diffusion, which is open source, the entire scientific community has access to the code and the technology, which means everyone is like constantly building on top of Stable Diffusion and coming up with cool new features. One of the features that Midjourney is missing is ControlNet. So ControlNet is a way to add additional conditioning to your images. For example, you can upload an image of a person in a specific pose. ControlNet will detect that pose and then generate an image of another person in that exact same pose. You can also do this with a lot of other things like facial expressions, hands, depth, or sketches. I know Midjourney allows you to upload reference images, but the results are inconsistent and lacking precision compared to ControlNet. Whenever you see these AI videos of people doing dances just like in real life, a lot of that's based on ControlNet. So for the Midjourney devs, we really need ControlNet. The people need ControlNet, so please make it happen. Another key feature that's missing is Dream Booth. So Dream Booth is a way to encode a specific subject into the model. For example, if you have a dog, you want to encode that dog into the model to generate images of that dog specifically in different locations like the beach or in a jungle or something. Dream Booth will allow you to do that. The biggest use case for Dream Booth would be generating consistent characters. So if you have an image of yourself or another person, you can embed it into the AI model itself, and then the model will be able to generate that specific person doing different things. Making consistent characters is one of the things that Midjourney lacks at. I know there's a lot of tutorials out there and things you can do, like using reference images or keeping the seed constant, but the results aren't very consistent, to be honest. It's unlikely that Dream Booth will ever be added to Midjourney, just because it actually requires you to update the parameters of the model using your own images. And because Midjourney is closed source, I don't see them adding Dream Booth integration anytime soon. Midjourney also has a pretty strict censorship policy. Now, I can understand censorship if it's hurting somebody. There was a story about an artist that was banned from Midjourney because he generated images of politicians with fictional people. But I think Midjourney's censorship is a little bit too strict. Anything that's not family friendly or PG is banned from being generated. In my experiments, I couldn't generate images of famous people together, like a picture of Mark Zuckerberg next to Margot Robbie or something like that. They've also banned images of politicians from being generated before. If you're looking to do things like simple t-shirt designs, posters, stickers, splash art, or just AI images for videos, then Midjourney is going to be good for you. But if you want to make political statements or generate images of swimsuit models or something, then Midjourney is not going to work for that. In my overall rating, I would rate the image quality 5 stars. Like I said, the image quality is consistently the best compared to any other AI model. The accessibility is also 5 stars. It's very easy to use, interface is simple. All the updates are handled on their end. There's no setup for you. For cost, I'm going to put 4 stars. I know it can feel pricey, but you are paying for the quality, and they're constantly bringing out new updates, which is nice. For the features though, I gotta give it 3 stars. Like I said, it's closed source, so the community can't really build on top of their technology for them. Whereas for Stable Diffusion, they're always gonna have state-of-the-art features. If we average those ratings, Midjourney comes out to 4.3 stars. So it's worth giving it a shot, at least for a month. You can always cancel your subscription if it's not working for you. Now, if you like this video, make sure to subscribe, and I'll keep you updated on the latest news and updates from Midjourney.